comes up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy!
We got it. Just ready. Save it, OG. Stick and clean. Oh, Jesus. Let's go.
What are you on that I'm not?
Con, what are you doing?
If you stand in the right fucking place,
Oh, dude, force strength, force stam, leather belt. Level 18.
Angry raid leaders, funeral crashes, erotic deep run tram roleplay. As World of Warcraft approaches its 20-year anniversary, hundreds of legends have come and gone. However, either positive or negative, what persists are the marks that they've left behind. Welcome to the 5th installment of World of Warcraft's most famous and infamous players.
Stack up for the meteor. In.
Stack now. Tight, I'm not moving anymore.
Zeliak is...
Mark 1.
Zeliak is in the wrong spot.
Who's on Zeliak? Feeny, move it. You're fucking loser. Taunt Zeliak and run it away. Run Zeliak away.
Oh, fuck. Was that the wrong corner?
Did you just do that?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, fuck, I had the wrong corner.
Between private servers and official re-releases, Vanilla World of Warcraft has to be one of the most relaunched or remixed games of all time. And in 2023, Blizzard would launch an official hardcore server, the major difference being as simple as it is daunting. If you die once, that's it. No corpse walk, no spirit res, whether it be from overconfidence, a duel to the death, or bullshit disconnects.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, don't you dare, dude. Come on. I'm not doing this quest anymore. I'd like to thank you guys for checking out my stream tonight. I love this game. It's my favorite. I'm actually going to take a 2-year break.
If you die, every item and all the gold on that character can be considered gone forever, even if it's at the hands not from a mob or an internet connection from 2004, but rather a supposed ally. Even if you're level 60, and even if you're in the final raid tier for all of vanilla. These official servers were inspired by the community with a self-imposed rule set and an add-on to moderate them, and in July of 2023, the guild Hardcore Elite were making their first attempt at the final boss of the Death Knight wing, the Four Horsemen. This fight would prove to be one of the most intimidating, as one screw-up by a single person could potentially wipe the raid. It's a 4-boss fight where each horseman periodically applies a unique AoE dot that stacks onto everybody within 40 yards, and at a certain point it becomes unhealable. So the strategy to beat them is for the entire raid, tanks, healers, and DPS, is to play merry-go-round, moving from one boss to another before their stacks get too high. It requires a lot of coordination. Some believe it to be the most complex fight in all of vanilla, and also execution, and in general it's extremely unforgiving for mistakes, especially if a tank dies, as the boss will then run around the room and stacking this dot onto everyone, which renews debuffs that are about to expire, and screwing up the entire rotation in the process. And with death now being permanent, the stakes were high to say the least. Unfortunately for Hardcore Elite, they had an extra secret debuff, a hidden affix in the form of a player with less than pure intentions. And so begins the story of Tiny Violin, a player spurned, according to him, by being cheated out of Scarab Lord and Atish by a corrupt loot council. This, along with, as he claims, the guild cheating the rule set of the self-imposed challenge, would be the reason for what he called Judgment Day. He had been with the guild for a year at this point, and during that fateful raid night, as they attempted their pull, Tiny Violin, who was tanking at the time, intentionally pulled one of the horsemen into the wrong corner, throwing the entire encounter into disarray and killing 36 people in the process.
Oh, fuck, was that the wrong corner?
Did you just do that?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, fuck, I had the wrong corner.
As this wasn't controversial enough, this event would start another controversy of its own within the community, as the deaths were shortly appealed and petitioned to be reset due to griefing. Those killed had their characters reinstated to them, and the community would be split on this decision, with some supporting it in order to dissuade future griefing, and others disagreeing as it bended the rule set of death is death, period. But little did they know, this would not be the last that they had seen of Tiny Violin. Months later, he had secretly gotten into the guild under another name. They were getting ready to pull the final boss of the Encourage raid, Cthulhu, who has a mechanic where he will I-beam, which chains to other nearby players and increasing in damage. This mechanic begins immediately, so pulling has to be done in a very careful way, with the tank charging alone to take the first beam, and then the raid following a safe distance behind. While going over strategy, he pulled in without warning, instantly killing 13 people in the process.
Again, do not run in with me.
Wait,
Oh my god.
Patrick, everyone.
What?
Oh my god.
Griefer.
And so, a true anime villain was born. He began to play the game in a very different way, by multi-boxing 16 accounts and camping them throughout the world at various spots to dispel unsuspecting raiders of their buffs. He would even go as far to claim that he had been in contact with a Blizzard developer, and he was one of the reasons that Blizzard released the Chronoboon item in 2019 Classic, which allowed players to safely store their buffs. Reaction to his story are extremely polarized. Some are angry, some are amused, some look at him as a hero, others as a villain. But whatever the case, he certainly earned the title of one of the more infamous players of recent date.
Wait,
Oh my god.
Patrick, everyone.
What?
Oh my god.
Griefer.
I'd like to welcome you to my video on how I make money in SM Cath. It's a 10-minute run. This is basically what I've been doing for a while. It's a power level where I basically get all the good loot and they get all the great experience. What's happening here?
On a more wholesome note, when World of Warcraft was released in 2004, social media was still in its infancy, and therefore so too were its content creators. And even still, those who did exist were more PvP-centric, uploading their compilations to the popular website Warcraft Movies. When YouTube launched in 2007, along with the game's first expansion, The Burning Crusade, one of the very first content creators would make their debut, a player by the name of Hobs, who didn't showcase his prowess in PvP, but instead, in power leveling. The Hobs way of pulling, as he called it, would involve gathering up all of the mobs inside of a low-level dungeon and AoEing them all down at once in order to power level. His videos were guide-based, sharing his experience, tips, and tricks, and were characterized by his humor, enthusiasm, and deep knowledge of the game, quickly garnering him a dedicated following and earning him the title of one of the very first World of Warcraft content creators. He would show, at the time, a unique and unconventional way of playing the game by soloing through these low-level dungeons and providing quick XP for the levelers in his party, and also a lucrative way to farm gold. These videos would stand out in a sea of PvP compilations that dominated the scene and pioneered an entire genre of entertainment. The online personality, where he would also provide class guides, parodies, and updates on the latest developments within the World of Warcraft universe. His videos appealed to a wide audience, from hardcore players seeking advanced strategies to casual fans looking for entertainment and guidance. Over the years, Hobs has established himself as one of the more respected and beloved figures within the World of Warcraft community. While the landscape of online gaming and content creation has evolved since his debut, his influence and impact within the World of Warcraft community remains significant to this day, where he continues to produce content, engage with his audience, and contribute to the vibrant gaming community that he helped shape over the years. The year is 2008. The Wrath of the Lich King expansion is brand new, and World of Warcraft is at the height of its popularity. However, with great power comes great responsibility, as with success comes with the opportunity for theft, robbery, and pilferage. As the game grew in popularity, so too did the ways in which players' accounts were stolen. I was just minding my own business, doing a little research online, and somehow my account got hacked. That's the power that this game had. In the mid-2000s, people were after your credit card number, banking information, social security number, and your World of Warcraft account.
The fuck? Ah! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Have you ever been so pissed off that you unlocked your potential as a death metal singer? What you just heard was the death knell of one of the millions of victims of account theft. Or so he thought. Unbeknownst to him, he was merely the victim, instead a prank by his friends who logged into his account and changed his password to give them the impression that he was one of the many affected by a recent rash of compromised accounts. It quickly spread across the internet and has become one of the more popular World of Warcraft related videos to this day.
Gosh, it's not even fucking working now! Fuck! Fuck!
What do you do in your years of just relax or?
Yeah, you know, I'll spend time with my daughters, you know, wife and daughters, go to Disney, do some fishing, grilling, watching American football, you know, drinking, playing World of Warcraft. That's one of my...
Corpse Grinder. No, that's not a character name. Rather, it's a death metal singer, George Fisher, of the band Cannibal Corpse. As it turns out, death metal singers were no more immune to the addiction sweeping the world as any other, and when he wasn't busy singing about cutting off people's heads, he was actually doing it in World of Warcraft, a hobby, as it turns out, he's quite passionate for.
Hey, man, I'll talk about Warcraft all fucking night, dude. I have 4 accounts. It ain't like I don't play. I have a 70 Hunter, a 70 Rogue, a 70 fucking Warrior, Prot Warrior, because there ain't no other way to be. And what other 70 I got? Oh, Priest, Undead.
One wouldn't really think that death metal and MMORPGs really have an intersection, so many were surprised to learn that George was an avid fan of Blizzard's 2004 hit, as he revealed in a 2007 heavy metal interview, and he had a lot to say about his time in Azeroth.
Stop going to the fucking elemental plateau ganking people! I'm trying to get motes of air! Nobody else in the band plays Warcraft because we probably will never do an album. You know, I swear, and I wouldn't do this, but there are times when I get ganked where somebody fucking kills my guy, and I'm like, if I could just reach through the computer, I would punch that motherfucker's lights out right now.
The interview was quickly shared across social media, and it really showed that all walks of life played the game, from 10-year-olds to soccer moms to death metal singers. It hooked everyone, it seemed.
You know what kills me the most is all these fucking hunter elves you see, and they're all like Legolas, but it's all spelled wrong. Fuck off! That's fucking Lord of the Rings!
He would even perform live at BlizzCon in 2011, and he still plays to this day, as far as everyone knows, but due to the demands of his band and his personal life, he can't get as much game time in as he'd like to. Today, when he isn't performing, he's honing his proficiency in claw machines and donating the prizes to charities around the world.
If I don't have a connection on tour, I get really pissed off. I get fucking really mad, man. I'm serious. There's a lot to do, man. There's motherfuckers to kill, you know. I don't like playing PvP a lot, but you know.
What is the point of a video game? You start from square one and slowly unravel the story, progressing your character along the way, as well as your skill, and watching an ending credits roll. It's enough to satisfy most, but for some, the first thing that they do after watching the credits is to go again, but this time, a little faster. As social media has flourished over the years, so too has the speedrunning community. Groups of people gathered around thousands of different games with one simple goal: beat it as fast as possible. Still, long before this ideal environment was created, there's a man who did the unthinkable. Not only did he level from 1 to 60 in vanilla World of Warcraft, he did it faster than anyone else on the planet, several times. And so begins the story of Joanna. His speedrunning escapades started long before World of Warcraft, however, as far back as 7 years old in 1987, and speedrunning Quake in the 90s, and even publishing the first ever recorded Castlevania 4 speedrun in 1999. As far as World of Warcraft is concerned, his story begins in its infancy in vanilla, and quickly gaining recognition for his speedrunning strategies and completing the leveling process in record time. His detailed guides and videos on efficient leveling routes and tactics attracted a large following of players eager to optimize their own leveling experiences. Today, I think it's harder to appreciate just how helpful this was, as questing and leveling have become much more understood and less intimidating. But in the culture of the early MMOs, leveling to the max, period, regardless of the speed, was a pretty daunting task, so his guides were a lifesaver for those who ran into trouble. One of his most notable achievements came in 2006, when he set the world record for the fastest time to reach level 60. This accomplishment solidified his reputation as one of the most skilled and dedicated players within the community. Throughout the years, he continued to create content focused on World of Warcraft, including leveling guides, strategy videos, and gameplay commentary, and his dedication to the game and his willingness to share his knowledge with others earned him a loyal fan base and recognition for one of the more iconic players to have played the game, and pioneering what was then a unique and difficult form of challenge. He continued to participate in various WoW events and competitions, and remained an active member within the community until, due to a heart condition, he sadly passed away in April of 2024, leaving in his wake a unique legacy and memories that many today look back to fondly. When thinking of personalities within the World of Warcraft community, it's hard to not immediately think of Reckful. Reckful began playing World of Warcraft in its early years, but his history with MMOs first began in Asheron's Call, where he quickly became dominant in the game's PvP system. And when World of Warcraft released in 2004, he would join the millions of others in exploring the world of Azeroth. And he hated it. In fact, he never made it past level 30, as he found the questing to be too boring to be bothered with, and it wasn't until the game's first expansion, the Burning Crusade, with the release of the competitive arena system, that he would become engulfed into the addiction sweeping the world, having been given an account by his friend, which held a level 70 rogue, named Reckful. Similarly to Asheron's Call, he quickly rose to prominence as one of the game's top PvPers, specializing in the rogue class in particular, and achieving high rankings in PvP, not just in the Burning Crusade, but throughout all of the game's history. On a surface level, competitive PvP in World of Warcraft seems to be quite a simple thing. You kill the enemy players while keeping your allies alive, but as you climb rank, you realize just how much depth there is between crowd control, communication, cooldown management, target switching, and so on. Only those with the ability to make quick decisions and with a deep knowledge and understanding of every single matchup were the ones to find success, and Reckful was successful, to say the least. He first uploaded to the popular Warcraft movies PvP Hub, and later YouTube, his videos quickly garnering millions upon millions of views from the community. Along with friends, he would compete in esports tournaments surrounding the game, teaming up with other similarly extremely skilled players, and even became the first player ever to hit 3,000 rating in the game's arena mode. And while many would initially be drawn to him for his skill in PvP, They would stay for his entertaining personality and insightful commentary. He would quite frequently offer a view into his personal life with his viewers, who soon began to learn more about the man behind the rogue, and it would be inevitable that he would venture beyond the confines of the game and forging his path into the broader realm of content creation. His content wasn't just about gameplay, it was of entertainment, filled with laughter, drama, and heartfelt moments. From epic arena matches to unfortunate mishaps, his streams were a roller coaster ride of highs and lows, and turning into something of a gathering where gamers from all walks of life came together to share their passion for this virtual realm, and quickly making him one of the first big streamers on Twitch. Amidst these chaotic adventures, he embarked on a quest for balance in his personal life and shared struggles with mental health issues such as anxiety and depression, and used his platform to shed light on the importance of mental wellness. Tragically, in July of 2020, Reckful would lose his battle against depression, forever leaving a void not just within the World of Warcraft community, but also the content creation industry and gaming sphere at large. Players would pay an in-game tribute to him in the Stormwind Cathedral, where, in a rare moment, both the Horde and Alliance agreed to peace in mutual respect and tribute to one of the most iconic and impactful players of the game. His death had a profound impact on his fans and the online community, and sparked discussions about mental health awareness and support within the gaming and streaming industry. And he's remembered today for not just his PvP prowess, but also his competitive nature and the impact he left on the game, its players, and the community who watched him. Famous, infamous, wholesome, controversial, whatever the case may be, World of Warcraft's intriguing legacy isn't defined by its lore, world, or even its gameplay as much as it is by the people who played it. The game is nothing without its players, and behind each avatar is a real person with thoughts, emotions, a story, and an impact. And each of them, in this episode, and those prior and future, play a crucial role on just why it became one of the most influential games in history, as it showcased the possibilities of a world within a world, and highlighted how it served as a medium to bring people together. Though some may be gone, let them never be forgotten, and let their legacies be celebrated for the impact that they had on the game, its players, and the members of the communities they helped inspire and grow.
Farewell for now, mortals. We hope you enjoyed today's video. See you again soon.